Hey guys, be sure to visit my Facebook page store where you can buy anything figure related directly from me. I have a wide variety of figures, accessories, anything ranging from hot toys to SH Figuarts, Figma, and third-party items as well. All you have to do is message me on Facebook, visit my Facebook page for more info. I'll leave a link in the description below. How's it going, my fellow collectors? It's me again, back with another video review. This time it's the Hot Toys MMS 466 The Matrix Neo. So we're gonna go ahead and start this review off as usual, with the first category being the source information. And those of you who haven't seen the Matrix movie, what are you doing? You need to stop this video right now and go and see it because it is an awesome movie, awesome story, everything. It was ahead of its time basically when it came out. The story is that the world that we know is not real, it's fake, it's a dream world. And that dream world is called the Matrix. They call it a computer generated dream world. And Keanu Reeves' character Neo gets recruited by Lawrence Fishburne, who plays the character Morpheus, and he basically tells him the truth about everything about the Matrix and the fantasy that he's been living his whole life. So he recruits him, but the reason he recruits him is not because he's a friend. He is a friend, but there's another reason why he recruited him, and that is because he is the one. And that essentially means that, like, years and years and years before, there was a prophecy that said that someone was going to be born inside the Matrix and he was going to be the savior of humanity because there's a war going on between the machines who have taken over the real world, and the last surviving humans have gone into hiding from the machines. Basically like a Terminator future war type scenario. So Neo is supposed to end the war between the humans and machines, and he ends up saving humanity that way. Which eventually, of course, he does. By the end of the third movie, he brings peace between the machines and the humans. In this first movie, Neo realizes that he is the one. So by the end of the movie, his powers awaken and he can do things that no other human can. Basically fly, super strength, stopping bullets in midair, go toe to toe with agents who are machine programs that hunt humans down inside the Matrix. So all that. Plus, he also has powers in the real world, but he doesn't realize that until the end of The Matrix Reloaded, which is part 2. That's pretty much the gist of it. So, part 1, The Matrix. Back in the day, I used to watch this movie over and over again. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. As soon as it was on DVD, I bought it. And I must have seen it like 100 times. I got almost the whole movie memorized. This is my original DVD copy. So because of that, I'm going to give the source information a 10 out of 10. Also, as you guys can see, I also have the Animatrix DVD copy. It's also really good. It's all anime though, so if you're not into that, you might not like it. But it does explain the origin story of the Matrix, how everything happened, how the first human war between the humans and the machines started, all of that. So, in my opinion, it's really good. Okay, guys, so stick with me and we will continue on with the next category, which is packaging. Alright, so now we've reached the category of packaging. And as you can see, it is in the pattern of the matrix code. The green running down the black, and the picture in the shape of Neo, which is a still shot from the movie. So you got a picture of Neo right there in the front. Right here on the bottom, you get the Matrix Neo MMS 466 1/6 scale collectible figure. You got the Hot Toys logo and the Movie Masterpiece logo on the bottom left. The WB Warner Brothers logo on the bottom right. And when we look at the top, it says Neo with some more matrix code running along the sides. And when we look at the side of the box, again, it says the Matrix Neo MMS 466 1/6 scale collectible figure with some more matrix code on the bottom and on the top. And the other side of the box is the exact same thing. And when we look at the bottom, it says the Matrix with some more matrix code on either side. And this section here is just a sleeve, and once we remove that, you can see it's a nice cool pattern. Some more matrix code. And it's the same thing on the back. There's one thing I skipped on the sleeve. On the back, you get the Matrix Neo on the top, MMS 466 1/6 scale collectible figure, and then you get the cast and crew responsible for making the figure. You can pause that if you want. You get the Hot Toys logo right there with the Hot Toys information. You get the Secret Base logo right there. You also get the Rebel Base logo. Hey, they're starting to put the Rebel Base logo on all the Hot Toys boxes now. You also get the Toy Hunters logo and all of their information right alongside their logos. Then you get the warnings and stuff that nobody ever reads. And on the very bottom, you get the barcode. And that's it for the sleeve. For the main box itself, you get a door that opens up and reveals a window. And in the window, you would be able to see the figure with all of his accessories. But he's not in there right now because I took him out. And on the inside of the door, you get the picture of a red and blue pills that Morpheus shows Neo in the movie right before he unplugs him from the Matrix. It says,
"This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes."
So, cool reference to the movie right there. And that's basically it for the packaging. So for the overall score for the packaging, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because it is unique to this character. But I'm pretty sure they're going to reuse this type of packaging for the rest of the Matrix figures. Same pattern, same everything. So once they release Morpheus and Agent Smith, they're going to have the exact same box, just with a different name and a different picture on the cover. Alright guys, so stick with me and we'll continue on with the next category. Alright, so now we've made it to the category of likeness. And this topic of this figure is very popular. A lot of people are saying that it is accurate, and a lot of other people are saying that it's not. But having it in hand myself, yeah, I'd say it's accurate, but it's not 100%. Now he does look more accurate with the sunglasses on, but I'm gonna say the overall percentage of accuracy on the likeness is 90% accurate to Keanu Reeves when he was that age back in 1999. And when you put the sunglasses on, it bumps it up to a 98% accuracy. But I don't think the movie accuracy on the sunglasses is accurate, because these look like the sunglasses from The Matrix Reloaded and not from the first Matrix. Because the sunglasses in the first Matrix, they curve more downward when they're near the nose, and they go more outward when they're reaching near the ears. But we'll talk more about that in the outfit section of this review. So for the likeness on this figure, I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10. And as you guys can see, I have him in the kicking pose. It's the final scene in the movie where he's in the hallway after he just came back to life from being killed by Agent Smith. And then he kills Agent Smith shortly thereafter. Alright guys, stick with me and we're going to continue on with the next category. Alright, now we've made it to the category of outfit. And of course, I had to do the pose that this character is most famous for. And that would be the bullet dodging scene, obviously. And I have to say that it's pretty awesome that you can even do this pose at all. It's really awesome. But getting back to the outfit, he comes with his signature trench coat. It's an all black outfit, basically. Black cargo pants, black spandex t-shirt, some sunglasses, one harness, and some gun holsters, and black leather boots. And I really gotta say that I'm pretty impressed with the entire outfit. It's really nice. The trench coat is made of a good cloth material. The only problem is that it's a real dust magnet. It attracts dust on it like really easily. There's also a gripe I have about the boots. It's all one piece. There's no split in the ankles, which makes me worried that over time, with the articulation of the ankles, the faux leather is going to start to crack and eventually it's going to fall apart. And getting back to the sunglasses, as I mentioned before, I don't think they're screen accurate to the first film. A lot of people may think so, but if you look at the sunglasses from Matrix Reloaded, those are the sunglasses that he's wearing here. And I don't think that they're the sunglasses from part 1. Because, like I mentioned before, the sunglasses in the first film, they curve more downward when they're near the nose, but near the ears, they're angled upward. I'll put in a picture for comparison here. Other than that, the outfit is excellent. Really nice. You can even make him look like how he did in the end of the film, as you guys have seen in the previous poses that I did. All you have to do is take off the gun holsters and the harness and the trench coat, and it looks really nice. So for the overall score on the outfit, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because of the sunglasses and the boots. I had to knock it down 2 points because of that. Alright guys, so stick around and we'll head to the next category. Okay, so we've made it to the category of articulation. And as you can see, this figure is highly articulated. It looks like it uses a true type body, but I think this true type body was especially made for this Neo figure. Because in terms of articulation, it has all the same articulation as the true type narrow shoulder body. I believe it is the TTM-21 body. But I've noticed a few little differences, like the hands are a little bit bigger than the TTM-21. But yeah, I'm just gonna come right off the bat and say that this figure has excellent articulation. And the upside to this figure is that you don't have to worry about leaving it in extreme poses for too long because this outfit is made of mostly cloth, so it's not going to damage the outfit when you bend the joints and such, which is really awesome in my book. So, running down the articulation, the head has a ball joint at the bottom of the neck. The shoulders can turn a full 360 degrees, forwards and backwards. A full 90-degree outward movement on the arms. Double bended elbows. Typical regular Hot Toys wrist articulation. Really good ab crunch, forward and backward. Especially backward if you want to put them in that bullet dodging pose. The legs can kick to the side about 40 degrees, a full 90 degrees forward, and a little bit backward, not too much. It's got double bended knees, rotation at the waist, excellent ankle articulation. You could pretty much put him up in a standing up pose without a stand. He can stand on his own. The only problem is, as I mentioned before, the boots. I'm afraid that they'll crack over time with the faux leather. So if you own this figure, I would keep the ankle articulation to a minimum. So for the articulation, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Really, really good. I'll just talk you guys through this pose. You should all recognize it and know where it comes from. It's from the end of the lobby shootout scene, where he takes out the last SWAT team member by running up his chest and kicking him in the head, finishing him off like that. Alright guys, stay tuned for the next category. Okay, so we've made it to the final category, which is accessories. But before we talk about the accessories, I just want to go through this pose. Again, it's from the final scene in the movie in the hallway. Immediately after he kills Agent Smith, when he, in the terms of the directors, he was letting the room breathe. Whatever that means. I guess it has to do with the Matrix and how the hallway was moving. Alright, so we're gonna get to the accessories. Obviously, this figure comes with
guns. Lots of guns.
So we're gonna start off with the Beretta 92 FS 9mm handgun. And I'm really impressed on how far Hot Toys has come with creating firearms in 6-scale form. I mean, they used to be good back in the day, but they've taken it to a whole new level recently. Because as you can see, now it's got a gunmetal finish. It's got some shine to it, and all of these guns have removable clips, and some of them have the chamber that can move back and forth. The Berettas have sliding chambers, and all of the guns have companion pieces. Like, they all come in pairs of two. So 2 Berettas, 2 rifles, 2 submachine guns, all in pairs of 2. Moving on, we get the Micro Uzi with bent trigger guards. And these Neo uses to keep one SWAT team member in suppressive fire, and he kills another one right before he runs up the last one's chest and kicks him in the head and finishes him off like that. So these have removable clips too, but they don't have any other moving pieces on them. And then moving on, we get the MP5K submachine guns. And again, I'm really impressed on the updated models of Hot Toys' firearms. You can actually see inside the chamber now. In the previous MP5s that Hot Toys have created, they didn't used to have this hole here. It's the exit chamber where the bullets come out when they're firing. Not only that, but they also updated the cocking mechanism. The slider right here. You see how it moves, so you just move it back and forth. Really nice. And these also come with removable clips. And just like I mentioned before, these guns look a lot more real now because of how much more detailed they are. Moving on, we get the Yugoslav Model 61 Scorpion. And these were customized by Neo. They were fitted with muzzle shrouds and 30 round magazines. So you can see right there the bullets. And these again he used in the lobby shootout. But if you remember that scene where he's firing these guns, the shells that are falling on the ground when he's firing, those shells are 5.56 45mm shells, which are a lot larger than the 32 caliber ACP rounds that the Scorpions use. So I guess for dramatic effect, they decided to change the size of the shell casings as they hit the ground. But again, really nice detail. They updated it again, and this also comes with a removable clip, but no other moving parts. And then the last gun we get is the M16 SP1 assault rifle. And I'm a little confused on why they gave us two of this rifle, because Neo only ever uses one M16 at a time. He never dual wields two M16s in both hands. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's always good to have more guns, but I'm just confused why they gave us two. And this one actually has moving parts as well. You can slide this piece back and then slide it back. It also has an exit chamber that you can pop open right there. Real nice. And it also has a removable clip. And the updated paint and weathering has also been applied to the M16s. So yeah, real nice. You get a whole lot of guns. Moving on, we also get the instruction manual. As I say in all my reviews, guys, please go through your instruction manuals so you don't end up breaking your figures. Really important. Moving on, we also get a spare pair of wrist pegs, which every Hot Toys comes with. We get extra pairs of buttons for his outfit just in case they fall off and you lose them. We get a total of 8 hands. Always awesome. The more hands, the better in my book. It betters the figure. That's my philosophy. We get a pair of open hands, which everyone uses for the bullet dodge pose, or the cartwheel pose, or for the pose that he does at the end of the movie where he stops the bullets in midair. So real nice detail on all of the hands, the typical Hot Toys quality for human hands. You get a pair of relaxed hands, also really nice detail. And you get a pair of gun holding hands, or trigger finger hands, whatever you want to call them. And you also get a pair of fists, which are on the figure. You also get a duffel bag. Real nice detail on it as well. You see it has these wheels, but they don't turn. They're strictly for movie accuracy. And it also has the handle on the other side, but it doesn't pull out. So it's like an airport luggage that you can roll around. But as I said, the wheels don't roll. And you can open it up, you can unzip it, but there's nothing inside. It's just a foam cube. It's supposed to simulate the scene where they had a bomb in this bag and they blew up the elevator after the lobby shootout of that government building they were in when they were trying to rescue Morpheus. And then we get this faux leather strap that is for the MP5Ks. So basically all you do is just hook them up with these hooks to the back of the MP5s, and then you just hang it off of Neo's neck. And finally we get his huge bass. And I'm surprised that they didn't give us a steel nameplate on the base like they usually do. But like I said, it's super huge. It's made to simulate the lobby floor of the government building where they were. And it also comes with the dynamic pole, which you can use for dynamic poses. And they added something new, this bottom part here. You can move it back and forth. So say that you want to pose him doing the cartwheel pose. You can move it to one direction to make it hold his leg. Or if you want to do another pose, you can move it back to have it hold his torso. So in this position, it would hold his back, and in this position, it would hold his leg. So that's it for the accessories, and I gotta say it comes with a very good amount. The only thing that I wish it came with were some kung fu hands. That would have been great. But other than that, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, Hot Toys pretty much spoiled us with the accessories on this figure. Real good job. But I am still kind of puzzled why we got two M16s. Anyway, for the accessories, I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. Good job in that department, Hot Toys. Alright, so that brings the total score on this figure a possible 52 out of 60. A really good score, actually. So yeah, I'd say I'd recommend this figure to any Matrix fan. Okay, that's it guys. I hope you liked my review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And until next time guys, I will see you in the next video. Alright, bye guys.